hand side of the track. These guys ain't messing around as they start looking. And I had a chance to talk to Colin's dad, Doug, a little bit, and he said, you know, we were test motor here last year, and they just didn't want to run it twice, and they kept it. He said, boy, I wish we would have, and they ended up 17. He said tonight he's going to be more flexible in his decision making. Said they got water in the block too, so they get it cool down a little bit if need be.
We got some green ones as well as some red ones out here in the light pro stock class. Good mix of tractors here tonight.
Light Pro Stocks, they're sponsored by Viking Village Foods, located in Reedsburg, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Sitting number 3 here in the Silver Series points with this tractor. Now, interesting to note, they do a lot of work on these tractors right there in Hillsboro, Wisconsin. Robbie Lemke and the crew just outside of Milwaukee.
Troy sold the tractor here a couple years ago, I guess, by now. And evidently, he stayed good buddies with the guy he sold it to. Either the guy he sold it to thinks he gave him a good deal, so it's like, hey, you can run it, you know. So he's going to run a driver here tonight at the Hillsboro Charity Hall. Troy Schradel out of Fort Atkinson, jumping in back in the seat of his old ride.
Yeah, absolutely. You want a hired gun. This is the guy to put behind the wheel. 8-time Supercar winner on the Champions Tour and moved up in the pro stock class before kind of settling on in, working and building these machines. Let's see what he's got for us here tonight. Once again, 338.33, the mark lead over on the light pro side.
Now I think that my question's been answered. I was wondering why the guys were running that right-hand side of the track so hard so early in the class, but Troy showed us what the left-hand side has to offer, which is baffles me because they prepare the track as one big track. It's not little here, little there.
Well, that answered that question real quick as far as anybody going to try to go over there on the left side of the track here early on. Now, that will come around here as the night moves on, fans. You'll see the sun working its way down here in the west, and that moisture will start working its way up. You can already see it in the track. You'll see some shiny spots. There'll be some dull spots in the track, and that moisture will work its way up. And, of course, James Slom and the crew, they do a tremendous job.
Super far on the side. Next competitor out of Franklin, Indiana, Michael Snepp with a Thunderstone tractor. Super far on the side. Leading distance, super far, 339 and change thus far. Right now, our lead remains 3:38.33. That's Colin Merkles with the first hook of the class, holding down the #1 spot here in light pro stock action.
Super far on the side will be the case out of Harlan, Wisconsin, driven by Trev Griswold, the Viagra King on the super farm side.
Hillsboro Lions Company compared to the Fuller Field, and boy, that was some good medals they cooked up for us this year. Hillsboro Lions Club, very thank you.
Super farm side up next out of Sullivan, Indiana, Jeremy Roberts, the Wicked Whitetail.
This here is going to be Craig Webster out of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. The Cruel Intentions, he calls it. Beautiful Case IH. He's got it right over there, hunkered down on the right-hand side of the track. And right now, 3:38, we got a couple of them within a hundredth of a foot of each other. And that's where the lead's at. And all the top distances came out of the first couple hooks of the class, those 3 hooks. So, see if anybody can start getting back up there. He's paying that right-hand sideline just a little too close of a visit over there. I don't know if he's able to keep it in or not. But you know what? We got our first candidate for worst pull of the night. All right, Craig Webster, put his name down.
Well, fans, let's give him a tough luck round of applause. Boy, he was fighting that right-hand side of the track.
The Thunderstorm, and third place, that's for the Screaming Norwegian. That's his all unofficial top 3.
And I think per capita, the southern part of Pennsylvania takes the cake for the amount of blue tractors. Between these folks here and the foresters down there, there is just a whole boatload of blue tractors down in that part of the country.
Drift to the center, guys. He didn't follow the whole right side. It drifted, he let it go, and boy, oh boy, end result is so far the leader.
Yeah, absolutely great run right there for defending class champion Matt Smith in the fast forward Ford. They're out of Chambersburg. You see currently 3 victories on the summer with this tractor, running for the first time out on the Silver Series, and they have put together quite a summer here with this tractor. Now, 2022, they were champions down at the National Farm Machinery Show. Championship tractor pull down there in Louisville. One to watch here, fans. You are red. You're going to be cheering for this one here tonight. What do you say, Red fans? Here tonight, we saw the blue one kind of drift a little bit more over to that left-hand side of the track, but what a hole shot. Now, we talk about hole shot in drag racing, obviously the first guy that leaves first, but in the sport of pulling, it's how fast you can get that sled going in that first 50 to 75 feet will determine, as we'll get the distance in here for Mike Eccles.
He's not going to catch our leader, but these guys are kicking up some of that bush fight.
You're going to strap it to the roof of the airplane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, get it over there. What are we drinking over there? We got Budweiser? Is that what we're, okay, all right.
Budweiser. So like in Europe, you know, they basically do, they did anyway, they do like a main pass, go through everybody, pull, qualifying run, and then you pull again.
Alan is hurt.
So put him on our list, Stacy. He is really in the hard luck there. Yeah, he burned the piston big time on this.
Hundred sweatshirts are going fast, and next large. So if you're gonna get a little chilly here the next tonight, tomorrow night, you don't have yourself a new hooded sweatshirt or a hoodie. And we're not talking about the bad side of town, John. We're talking about clothing here. You know, a hoodie. So they keep you nice and warm, and some sizes are gonna go quick.
We don't have a situation like we had here a couple of years ago, guys. Remember where John had to go back to the dealership and grab the John Deere sweatshirts? They were all out of sweatshirts.
Sideline. I think he was pushing that left brake so hard, he snuffed the motor out.
306.67 for the Poltergeist on the Super Farm side. 306.67. Your leader still Andy Schwinn, 339 and change. Up next, Brad Woods.
We told you he's the current leader in the points. This tractor has not been out of the top 5 all summer long. All the events on the Champions Tour, he has been in the top 5 with that tractor, and the streak continues here once again here tonight. We get ready to build a cross over there on the Lake Road side out of Northeast Missouri, the John Deere 7310R. Currently sitting number 5 in the Silver Series points, and a big win just a couple weeks ago down in Altamont, Illinois, the Effingham County Fair down there. Let's see what he can put together here tonight. Once again, our current leader, 355.02, the Ford out of Pennsylvania, Matt Smith, and fast forward. Such a great run, like a duck out of water. Nancy put that tractor right off the start line. We'll see here on the replay. What a run for that John Deere. Where's our John Deere fans here tonight?
You burned it right in at the end of that run. Up next, Super Farm, going to be Dan Hitty on a Cottage.
National regional champion with the NTPA circuit coming up here next. Very strong running tractor right here. See what he can put together here tonight. Once again, our new lead distance is 356.43. 356.43. Luke Ross out of Missouri just took over that number 1 spot. Do we have our international fans out there? Where's our red fans? Here tonight, light pro stock side, putting on a war for you here. Session number 1 here, the Hillsboro Charity Bowl.
333.11 for Dan Hitty, 333.11. And then we're bringing up
Out of Fox Lake, Wisconsin, Stephanie. She runs on the Badger State Circuit and elsewhere. When the Badger State doesn't have her class, she'll run it anywhere. And they've been fighting a flutter on this tractor. It comes out strong, runs half track real good, gets up 3/4 track, starts getting a little fluttered. Nothing serious, but it is affecting her finishes, that's for sure. See if Stephanie's got her figured out tonight. Calls the tractor about time. Some woes are still affecting the
60s, and her grandpa Don has been pulling here from the 70s on, and her dad James has pulled here, and now it's Tori's turn here in Hillsboro. Fast and Furious. Light pro stock side of things, this is going to be another one of them blue force mounties. This is Shane Scott with black and blue.
I think before tomorrow night's action here for Shane Scott.
Yeah, that's that one burnt the piston too. He shut her down. It was just pouring out the bottom.
Yeah, early number 4 in the Silver Series points. Had a couple of wins here in the state of Missouri early on.
Yeah, Brian Farman out of Middleton, Wisconsin. 3 to go for Super Farm. 3 more to go.
All right, over on the light pro stock side, we got Anna Blue now out of Kewanee, Indiana, the northern Indiana competitor here. One bad binder. It's an international 1466. Currently sitting in the number 6 spot in points with this tractor.
Snuffs the one bad binder out there out of Mudhouse. Kewanee, Indiana on our light pro stock side of things. Gonna come up way short of what he needs to get. Over on the Super Farm things, we got the hooked up tractor, Brian Barman from Middleton, the deal. Super Farm side gonna be Bob Freiberger, Galena, Illinois, the Outlaw Binder.
Take over that number 1 spot at 357.93. So Minnesota leads the way. South Dakota looking to bump them out on the spot. Here we go. Final tractor. 8,500-pound light pros. John Aragon, the Rugrat Rampage, Del Rapids, South Dakota.
And that's the last tractor in our lane pro stock class. We're kind of whittling them up at the same time. And I think the American Chaos tractor is it leading Badger State points. I believe Josh Blackburn got it right up there.